First and foremost, I want to thank, on behalf of the Vice President, who is the chairperson of the National Disaster Management Council, I want to thank the Gambia government for providing the enabling environment when it comes to disaster governance and management in this country. If you can kindly recall, in 2022, there was a devastating flood which affected over 50,000 people were affected, and over 7,000 households also were affected. When that happened, the government of the Gambia reached out to development partners like ECOWAS, EU, and French Development Agency. Luckily, they got funding from ECOWAS. Out of 16 member states, I think Gambia is second in terms of presentation. Gambia took first in terms of presentation. This was why this support actually came to support. Initially, the project was to support 2,650. But because of the savings that we generated over time, we are now supporting over 3,000 victims. 27,000 is going for 27 million is going for cash transfer. KMC benefited 616,000 and 666. So I think that's a significant development. If you see the amount of cash transfer that KMC is benefiting is about 5.9 million. I'm sure that's going to put the smile of nobody is actually is proud of a disaster, but I think that's going to put a smile on their face. To look at that, I think we need to give credit to the government of the Gambia because of the flood mitigation measure that the Gambia government is currently embarking on with National Road Authority. If you compare the data that we generated from last year, what was there is significant difference. There is something that's responsible for that. If you look at places like Jabang, the government of the Gambia invested heavily on Jabang in terms of flood mitigation. You look at Jambal Sane, you look at Same Pochonki, Same Shuruakunda, and Same Madina, and also Basse. All these things, there is a paradigm shift in terms of disaster management in this country now. Instead of responding to people, government is already investing in terms of mitigating, so that the impact of disaster will be significantly reduced, and then the people's vulnerability will also be significant. That's the overall objective why government is investing heavily in terms of disaster mitigation measures in this country.
Do you have any plan for disaster victims this year?
Well, the assessment is ongoing. The assessment is a process. It's not an event. As soon as the assessment is completed, I'm sure we will reach out to Gambia government and the development partner. I'm quite sure Gambia government will also start mobilizing resources to support those who are affected this year.